Hi, what's up? We're Ken and Sheila from Cacao Culture.
In this episode, we'll be sharing with you the Philippines chocolate and cacao culture and why Davao region is the chocolate capital of the Philippines. But first, hit like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to get notified whenever we upload the new videos. And of course, we are on Facebook as Cacao Culture Farms. Hit the like button there and also follow us on Instagram at Cacao Culture PH.
We've been living here in Davao City for almost 4 years, and during that time, na-establish na namin itong cacao culture. Pinagdaanan na po namin ang iba't ibang bahagi ng value chain ng cacao, from seedlings to farming to post-harvest and even to manufacturing and distribution of cacao-based products. If you want to learn more about our origin story, we have a previous video that you could check out.
So, did you know that the Philippines is the first country in Asia to grow cacao? During the Spanish colonial period, nadala dito yung cacao during the Manila-Acapulco galleon trade. And another fact is, yung cacao grows only sa certain region in the equator belt. And luckily, yung Philippines is isa sa mga countries na kaka-grow ng cacao.
Another known fact is that the Davao region grows 80% of Philippines' cacao production. So maraming mga chocolate makers na gumagamit ng Davao-based beans. Ang move namin dito sa Davao City was very beneficial to us for cacao culture dahil ang wealth of knowledge ng mga cacao farmers, processors, and even mga agriculturists ay napakalaking impact po sa amin.
Traditionally, we have enjoyed cacao or tablea as a drink. If you grew up, di ba, sa backyards, meron tayong mga cacao tree, tas yung mga lolo and lola natin, pinapakain sa atin yung fruit, and then sinasandry siya after. The process of making tablea is ni-roast nila yung beans, and then pinipeel, and then gina-grind up into balls or discs. Ito yung nakagawian natin na process ng paggawa ng tablea. Take note na iba-iba yung pag-process ng tablea. So, yung Batangas tablea, Cavite tablea, or Cebu tablea, or Davao tablea may be different, diba, from each other. And let us know in the comment section down below if you've tried or yung na-differentiate nyo na yung iba-ibang klase or lasa ng tablea from different regions in the Philippines. So, kung hindi ka naman lumaki na may cacao tree sa backyard nyo, it's very different, no? Baka iba yung pagtingin natin or the way that we know chocolate. Like, ako, personally, I know chocolate like Kit Kat, Toblerone, Mars, Snickers, yan. Yan yung mga nakagawian nating chocolate. So, hindi natin directly na e-equate na yung cacao pala or tablea pala is chocolate, diba? So, it was very interesting for us to learn about the process of making tablea or chocolate nung lumipad na kami dito sa Davao.
So in chocolate making, there's a lot of factors that come into play. May part na agriculture, then may part din na post-harvest, and also the processing, no? Roasting and grinding. We cannot explain the whole thing in this video, but if you're curious, write down in the comment section kung anong parts or anong stage kayo nagkakaroon ng problema or curious about. In general, these factors affect the final flavor of chocolate. The genetics or the variety, the post-harvest process or fermentation, the drying, and then dun sa side naman of chocolate making, the roasting, the grinding, and the ingredients that you add.
We're seeing a lot of developments in terms of approaching farming, post-harvest processing, and chocolate making in a more scientific process. Most of what we've learned actually when we came here to Davao is through interviews, anecdotes, as in hinanap namin yung mga farmers na may experience or yung mga very generous mentors namin in cacao production. So, I would say na kulang pa, pero we're seeing a bit of a progress or development in terms of these processes, and it's very exciting for us, no? And we've also worked with some state universities here in Davao to push further yung mga developments in the cacao industry.
Being in the epicenter of the knowledge and action of all things cacao, we have seen the beginnings of the craft or the bean to bar chocolate making industry in the country. So in my personal opinion, bakit nag-grow itong industry na to, there are two main factors. One is that more and more people want to have a more sustainable and healthy option for food. So pati sa chocolate, gusto natin healthy and sustainably grown. A second factor is that the younger generation has this access to technology. So in terms of researching about how chocolate is made, how cacao is grown, sa kanilang pag-research, kagaya namin ni Sheila, we have learned a lot. Pero nothing really compares to actually doing it. No? Part dun sa technology development is the improvement in the chocolate machine. So dati, yung mga factories ng chocolate, malalaki kasi malalaki din yung machines. We will also show you in future episodes yung mga maliliit na machines na very compact, and you could start chocolate making already at your very own home.
So maybe you've heard the news about the Philippine cacao beans being exported to chocolate companies in Europe or America, or yung Philippine chocolates gaining recognition abroad, yung mga nananalo ng awards like Oro, Malagos, Theo and Philo. These are just some of the bean-to-bar chocolate companies here in the Philippines. In recent years, the Philippine government has ramped up the cacao planting and production across the Philippines through the efforts of various government agencies like BPI, Department of Agriculture, DOST, with the goal of producing 100,000 metric tons by 2022. So these are very exciting times for the cacao industry in the Philippines.
Through the effort of planting more cacao trees and the improvements in chocolate making, we will be seeing more cacao available in the market. And hopefully, we would like to see more value-added products that we could produce here in the Philippines instead of exporting our beans and then importing them back. Our hope is that more of us Filipinos become proud about our cacao farmers, our Philippine chocolates. Pero more than that, our personal advocacy talaga is to be able to share this, and hopefully more young entrepreneurs and businesses embrace the use of Philippine chocolate. And not only that, we're looking at processing our cacao to a higher value products that could be in chocolate, in cosmetics, and even in processing of cocoa butter and cocoa powder, instead of just importing all of these from other countries na kaya naman pala natin gawin dito.
So that ends our episode for today. Hopefully you learned something new about Philippines, chocolate, and cacao culture. Post your comments down below so we know which parts you liked, and you can also tell us which parts you didn't like so that we can improve on our next videos. So see you in our next video!
Bye! Thank you for watching and liking our video.
Hindi pa nila nilalike yung video natin.
Hindi nyo pa ba nilalike? Hintayin natin wait lang. Like nyo na. Sige na. Libre naman yan.